Supervisor Delbar pulled item 24, is that correct?
Yes, Mr. Chairman. I'm reluctant to support. I can obviously tell from the color what the changes are, but I'm reluctant to support it. So this late hour, go into any debate on it, but suffice to say that I don't support the change.
Mr. Chair, the item 24 is simply a cleanup item. It's putting the Board of Supervisors in conformance with other parties. It was something that was neglected, and we thought it best to bring it to you at this time and do that cleanup item.
Okay. Supervisor Pinches.
Just a comment, I approve of this. There's no doubt that I don't need a lot of training, but I'll probably be very reluctant to go get it. So.
Something about an old dog?
Yeah.
Okay, so what's the action of the board on item 24? Supervisor Delbar pulled it, but it sounds like his vote would be to deny.
I would make a motion to approve the recommended action.
Okay. There is a motion, and there is a second. All those in favor of or how about discussion and discussion to the motion, and then I'll go to public comment. Okay, no discussion to the motion. Public comment on this issue. Any members of the public wishing to speak to this, come forward. Seeing, please come forward.
Yeah, it was being discussed.
Name for the record.
Oh, Andy Roberts for the record. This was being discussed among some of us earlier. And is this more, Tom, money that has been in different places? Because I know there's been training money before. It doesn't seem like it's incremental. It felt more like you were just moving it into the correct place.
It's a combination of several things. The expenditures have been being made in other areas. Mm-hmm. The problem was created several years ago when the amount in question was changed for our management bargaining units, and through an oversight, that change was not reflected in the board's compensation.
Right. Okay. It just, it looks like a nice big addition, and some people object to that, so I think it's important to know where it's coming from.
Yeah, it's
so thank you.
No additional funding.
Okay, any other questions from the public on item 24, the consent calendar? There is a motion before us. Madam Clerk.
Sorry, just for the record, was that a motion by Supervisor Pinches and seconded by Supervisor Colfax?
Yes.
Yep. Any additional comment from the board to the motion? Call for the vote. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed?
Nope.
Okay. Motion passes on a 4-to-1 vote. Okay. Now let's move to supervisor reports. Supervisor Pinchot.
Just a quick report on our at the Mental Health Board meeting the other day, and I'll read this real quickly. It's more or less like a press release. The Adult Mental Health Recovery Services within the HHSA recently succeeded in moving 8 mental health clients back to Mendocino County that were placed out of county and board and care, and IMD replacements due to a lack of available placements within our county. This was possible because of the opening of a new board and care home in Redwood Valley funded through MHSA funds. HHSA contracted with the ANCA program to administer this board and care. This successful project is part of the Mental Health Service Act Adult System of Care Work Plan for Mendocino County. Not only will this result in a cost savings to the county, most importantly, it will allow the mental health clients involved to receive more intensive case management services locally with the overall goal of independent living. The ANCA facility has 10 beds for mental health clients with an additional bed for clients with emergency housing needs. Lead HHSA manager of this project is Harry Callamore. Mental health staff should be commended for their commitment and careful attention to this project. This is a big step forward. It saves the county a lot of money by bringing these out of county placements back into the county. They're going to get better care. They're going to be closer to their families. We've talked about doing this for several years, but we've actually succeeded. So.
Okay, any Supervisor Dober?
Well, there's two things, Mr. Chairman. Tomorrow at 1:30, I believe, in Sonoma County Board of Supervisors Chambers is the Yellow Russian River Commission meeting, in which the item of discussion is the presentation from the Round Valley Indian Tribes consultant, Joe Ely, on the potential settlement proposal that is being proposed on the Potter Valley project. So that'll be, I'm sure, a very well-attended discussion. And then issue that I'd like to throw out to the board here to see if there's concurrence to ask council to follow up. If we remember, several months ago now, we revised the business license ordinance to try to clean it up and make some changes to the classifications and categories to make it a little easier to follow. Well, an unintended consequence of doing so is taking an impact on veterans and the veterans exemption to the business license. In the past, the way we have, the Treasurer Tax Collectors operated, veterans exemption was applicable to goods for sale and also services, whatever the business that the veteran had. State code, however,